Welcome to the Longines Global Champions Tour here in Madrid. And of course, Spain's taking centre stage this week, as are many of the Spanish riders. And joining me is the chef d'equipe for the Spanish squad, Marco Fuste. Now, Marco, this is a big week for you for keeping an eye on a number of your riders, isn't it?
Yes, it's a big week for us to the preparation for a great big show, which is La Ball in 2 weeks. This is no better preparation to do that show than to do this great show here in Madrid on grass. Beautiful.
Well, the Madrid show is obviously, it's 105 years old this year. It's part of the tradition of Spain, isn't it?
Madrid is one of the traditional shows, one of the oldest shows in Spain. It's always been the centerpiece of our season for the Spanish team historically. Is where everybody wants to jump, is where it's got the tradition, it's got the place. Madrid is Madrid. Just that.
Certainly that. It's an amazing venue. And we're just talking about the horses jumping on turf for probably the first time this year on the grass, and makes a big difference.
It's a big difference. Horses jump different on grass now due to a lot of reasons and basically weather. In a lot of places they've decided to go the safe side and go to the all-weather arenas, but the tradition, it's great. Turf is great, and here is on top of that is great turf. It's a great surface. So I think it's a fantastic going for horses, and to jump over this turf is a luxury nowadays.
Well, as you said there, Longines Global Champions Tour here this week. It would be great to have a Spanish win, but also great preparation for you. I mean, who are some of the riders that you're really taking a close look at this week?
Well, as I told you, we have nominated our team for La Ball in 2 weeks, and our team is Sergio Alvarez Moya, and then we have Eduardo Alvarez Aznar, then Pilar Cordon, Paola Amilivia, and Manuel Fernandez Sarro. So it's our team. Most of that team was last year in WEC, and they're back, some of them with different horses, but they've been showing good form before we started the season, and I hope we'll have a very good season and we qualify again for the final of the Nations Cup, and we qualify for the Olympic Games next year at the European Championships in Aachen.
Absolutely. We're looking ahead, of course, Nations Cup final here in Spain as well. And from your point of view, I mean, building that Spanish squad again, Sergio Alvarez Moya, we've seen a number of times on the Longines Global Champions Tour, and bringing riders in here as well. I mean, it's about building a whole group of riders and horses, and they're all just starting to come back up again now, aren't they? And that's making it a little bit easier for you. It's finding all those combinations at the same time to make a team. Yes,
but this year we have old horses, new horses. We have a bunch of new horses coming up. Last year we had a very young Rockefeller with Eduardo. This year he's more of a seasoned horse now. I mean, we can expect him. He had an unbelievable first year in the top competition. He jumped many clear rounds in Nations Cups. And then he went real well at WEC, only as a 9-year-old. This year he's a more experienced horse. We can just really take horses that are performing. Young horses, we have a marvelous 9-year-old from Pilar, Riboy de Lis, fantastic mare. I mean, Paola's got Don Juan, she didn't have it last year, and also has Prunella, her old partner from many years. I mean, it's always a challenge, but let's hope that this year we have enough horses to do it real well. That's my aim, and I would love to see it. Thanks also, this year we have, as we did last year, a very important person for us, which is our national coach, Erik van der Vleuten, that's doing a fantastic job with our riders.
Absolutely, bringing the whole of the squad together and looking ahead to the future. The good thing as well, I mean, things like the Longines Global Champions Tour event here, I mean, there are a lot of good 5-star top competitions like the whole series that we have that is able to keep those horses then building into that level for you, aren't there?
Yes, the Longines Global Champions Tour is a great place. Horses also develop, riders develop. I mean, they get into the 5-star groove. I think the Global Champions Tour has been great for the sport.
And in terms of looking ahead to this week, I mean, a good Spanish challenge, but it also gives you a good way to gauge your riders against the rest of the world riders, doesn't it?
Exactly. They can have good horses. They can want to be here, but they have to be here on consistent basis. And when they compete with the best in the world, the level goes up. and they go into the big competitions with more confidence, with more knowledge. And I think competing with the best is no better experience for any rider in the world.
Well, it's a wonderful place to do it. Great organisation here as well. A fantastic setting for the sport all throughout. And I no doubt there'll be some growing combinations. But I'm sure you're feeling confident for the Spanish here this week.
I'm feeling comfortable with the Spanish here this week. I hope the best for him. And I see him calm. I see him very, very normal. They're getting used. Most of them are very, very experienced. But it's another big show, important show, concentrated, but not overfaced with the situation.
Well, good luck for here this week, and of course looking forward, of course, to team competition to come later on in the year. But no doubt we'll see plenty of Spanish riders on the Longines Global Champions Tour throughout. And we'll say to you, I know you've got a busy week keeping an eye on them all, so good luck to you. Enjoy, and for all of you joining us here in Madrid, well, we've got lots more to come.